Good morning, everyone. Today's my topic of discussion is Paris system of reporting urine cytology. Paris system of reporting urine cytology. Okay. So this been has as a question for postgraduate residents of pathology. So I want to discuss this Paris system of reporting urine cytology in detail. Remember, Paris system of reporting urine cytology is described under categories. Okay. So these categories are explained as follows. Category 1, which is non-diagnostic or unsatisfactory. Category 2, which is negative for high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Category 3, which is atypical urothelial cells presence noted in category 3. Category 4, in which suspicious for high-grade urothelial carcinoma is suspected. Category 5, in which high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma is suspected. And finally, category 6, in which low-grade urothelial cell carcinoma is to be noticed. So totally, Paris system of reporting urine cytology is being classified into 6 categories. Okay. And the final 7th one, which can be taken into consideration or cannot be taken into consideration, is others, which include primary and secondary malignancies and various other diseases. Primarily, we describe Paris system of reporting urine cytology into 6 categories, whereas 7th category can be taken into consideration or may not be taken into consideration. All right. Next. So we discuss these 6 categories of Paris system of reporting urine cytology in detail. Category 1, which can be differentiated into not differentiated or unsatisfactory, which includes urine cytology smear completely obscured by inflammatory cells or lubricant material. Alright. So then next we discuss category 2, which is known as negative for high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Here, cells do not show any abnormality, but smear with definitive cause of atypia are included in this group. Then moving on to category 3, where atypical urothelial cells are noted. In this category 3, there is some diagnostic criteria. If the diagnostic criteria is met, then we can categorize these cells into category 3. The diagnostic criteria includes major and minor components. Alright. So major criteria of category 3 includes NC ratio of urothelial cells of more than 0.5 and less than 0.7, and these cells should be non-superficial and non-degenerated urothelial cells. Non-superficial and non-degenerated urothelial cells. Then the minor criteria includes any of these 3 criteria along with the high NC ratio of major criteria. Which includes 1. Hyperchromasia. 2. Irregular nuclear membrane. 3. Irregularly clumped chromatin. So these are the 3 things which are included under minor criteria of category 3. Then moving on to category 4. So category 4 is to be said as suspicious of high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. High-grade urothelial carcinoma. Here, only few cells, that is less than 5 cells, show these features, which are of major criteria and minor criteria features. So major criteria includes urothelial cells composed of nuclear cytoplasmic ratio of more than 0.7 and hyperchromasia. And the minor criteria includes any of the following features along with the major criteria components. First, irregular nuclear membrane. Second, irregular clump chromatin. So next we move on to category 5 of Paris system of reporting, urine cytology. Category 5 includes high grade urothelial cell carcinoma. High grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Here, if we want to categorize these urothelial cells into category 5, at least 5 to 10 cells should show the following features. So again, we discuss this category 5 under major and minor criteria. Here the urothelial cell nuclear cytoplasmic ratio should be more than 0.7. Presence of hyperchromasia should be noted. And the minor criteria includes any of these two features. First one, irregular nuclear membrane. Second, irregular clump chromatin. Along with these, smears of high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma show the most important and peculiar features, which include high cellularity, dissociated and loose clusters, moderately pleomorphic nuclei, large prominent nucleoli, atypical mitosis. So these are the features which are to be noted under category 5, where we categorize the category 5 into high-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Next, we move on to category 6 of Paris system of reporting, urine cytology, which is presented as low-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Here, there is somewhat difficult in diagnosing low-grade urothelial cell carcinoma. So here, if you want to categorize low-grade urothelial cell carcinoma under category 6, the cells should be arranged in papillary structure along with a central fibrovascular core and overlapping of cells noted in the smear. And obviously high NC ratio should be present, nuclear margin irregularity should be present. Then we move on to category 7, which can be taken into consideration or may not. So here the category 7 includes miscellaneous primary and secondary malignancies. So finally, we discuss about risk of malignancy. Category 1, undifferentiated or non-significant, has risk of malignancy of 5 to 10%. Category 2 has risk of malignancy of 0 to 10%. Category 3 has risk of malignancy of 8 to 35%. Category 4, 50 to 90. Category 5, more than 90%, which is high grade urothelial cell carcinoma. Category 6, also more than 90%, which is low grade urothelial cell carcinoma. So this is all about Paris system of reporting, urine cytology, which can be a ominous question in your final exams for pathology residents. Thank you.